Good morning, students. I welcome you back for my next session. In the previous session, we have studied regarding Ohm's law, resistivity, and different components that are used in electric circuits and their uses. Similarly, we have also studied conductors and insulators. So let's start our next session.
Based upon Ohm's law and resistivity, let's solve few numericals. So these numericals are from page number 38. So let's solve the third one. So potential difference is given as 24 volts. Current is given as 0.24 ampere. We have to find out the resistance of the conductor by using the formula R equals V upon I. So by using Ohm's law, we can not only find out the resistance of the conductor or circuit, but out of the three values, if any two are given, we can find out the third one. So we will use this formula R equals V upon I and we'll substitute the values. So V equals 24 volts, I is 0.24 ampere. We'll multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So it is 2400 volts upon 24 ampere. When we divide this, R equals 100 ohms. So therefore, resistance of the conductor is 100 ohms. So to accommodate in the board, I have written like this, but you have to write stepwise one below the other. Let's start with example 2. In second example, length, radius and resistance of a wire is given. We have to find out the resistivity of the wire. Length is given as 50 centimeter. We have to convert this into meter. Radius is given as 0.5 millimeter. This also we have to convert into meter. Resistance is given as 30 ohms. Area is not given. We'll take the formula pi r square. We have to find resistivity. So to find the resistivity, let's use the formula resistivity equals resistance into area upon length. Solution, resistivity equals area upon length. So to accommodate on the board, I have written adjacent to each other. While you are solving, you have to write one below the other stepwise. So resistivity equals, let's substitute the values in the formula. Resistance is 30 ohms, area pi r square. So value of pi is 3.14, r square. What is r? 5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 whole raised to square. So 5 square is 25. So here a raised to m whole raised to n. So 4 to it is 8, that is 10 raised to minus 8. Now 30 into 3.14 into 25. This 10 raised to minus 2, when we are taking to the numericals, it will become plus. So minus 8 plus 2 is minus 6. Now here 25 1s are 25, 25 2s are. Now 30 into 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 6 upon 2. This is 2 1s are 2 15s are. 15 into 3.14 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 15 into 3.14 is 47.1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. Now when any number we are writing the in powers of 10, what is the rule? The number should be 9 or less than 9. So we will shift the decimal point here. When we are shifting the decimal point there, it will be 4.71. So we have to reduce 1 0, that is 10 raised to minus 5 meter. So resistivity of the wire is 4.71 into 10 to the power of minus 5 meter. Final answer, put it in the box.
Can you identify the component connected in the circuit? Yes, it's a resistor. The function of the resistor is to control the flow of current in the circuit. A resistor is a two-ended component having a given amount of resistance between its two ends. In several electrical devices, a number of resistors are connected together in different ways. Ohm's law is applicable to all such connected resistors. So here we can see three resistors connected in series. Study the figure 3.8. You can see that the ends of the three resistors are connected so that they follow one after the other in a single line. These resistors are said to be connected in series. In such arrangement, the same current flows through each resistor. The value of current is I and the potential difference between the point C and D is V. So let's understand the derivation of resistors connected in series.
R2, R3 are connected in series. Voltages across them will be V1, V2, V3. So V1 will be for R1, V2 will be for R2, V3 will be for R3. Then, so total voltage V will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. This will call it as equation 1. Then RS is the effective resistance between the point C and D. So here S stands for series. Now according to Ohm's law, what we have studied in Ohm's law, V equals IR. So here we are written as RS. So because resistors are connected in series, that is why V equals RS. So V1 will be equal to IR1. V2 will be equal to IR2. Similarly, V3 will be equal to IR3. Now these values, these above values we will substitute in equation 1. That is here. So V equals IRS. V1 will be equal to IR1 plus V2 will be equal to IR2 plus V3 will be equal to IR3. Because I is common, we'll take it out. So RS will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is a derivation for resistors connected in series. So this derivation will not only hold good for if 3 resistors are connected in series, but even if n resistors are connected in series, then RS will be equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn. Now whenever resistors are connected in series, they show some characteristics. So let us understand the characteristics of resistors in series.
If resistors are connected in series, they show the following characters. The first one, the same current flows through each resistor. Second character, the effective resistance of the resistors is equal to the sum of their individual resistances. Third, the potential difference between the two extremes of the arrangement is equal to the sum of the potential differences across individual resistors. Fourth, the effective resistance is larger than each of the individual resistances. Fifth, this arrangement is used to increase the resistance in a circuit. Let us understand these characteristics and verify with the help of a numerical.
Two resistors R1 16 ohms, R2 14 ohms are connected in series. Potential difference across the circuit V equals 18 volts. So we have to find effective resistance, current flowing in the circuit, V1 and V2. So formula, effective resistance RS equals R1 plus R2. For current I equals V upon R. To find out the voltage, that will be V equals IR. Now let us solve the first one. Effective resistance equals R1 plus R2. R1 is 16 ohms, R2 is 14 ohms. So effective resistance is 30 ohms. Now second, we have to find out the current flowing in the circuit. I equals V upon R. After substituting the values, V equals 18 volts, R is 30 ohms. 18 when it is divided by 30, it is 0.6 ampere. So current flowing in the circuit is 0.6 ampere. Now third, V1 equals IR1. Substituting the values, the value of current is 0.6 ampere. R1 is 16 ohms. 16 multiplied by 0.6 is 9.6 volts. So potential difference V1 is 9.6 volts. So potential difference across the first resistor is 9.6 volts. V2 is I into R2. I is 0.6 ampere. R2 is 14 ohms. That is 0.6 into 14 is 8.4 volts. So V2 is 8.4 volts. Now here we can verify all the 5 characters in this numerical. So the first character, it says that the same current flows through each resistor. So the same current is flowing through R1 and R2. By this we can understand the first character. Now second, the effective resistance of the resistor is equal to the individual resistance. So effective resistance is 30 ohms. It is equal to the sum of the individual, means when we add R1 plus R2, that is effective resistance. So second character is clarified. Now what does the fourth character says? The effective resistance is larger than each of the individual resistance. So effective resistance is 30 ohms. It is larger than R1 plus R2. So fourth character is also clarified. Now fifth character is also clarified by this. The arrangement is used to increase the resistance in a circuit. So this arrangement is used to increase the resistance in the circuit. So here the resistance is 30 ohms. So the resistance has increased. R1 is 16, R2 is 14. So this combination is used to increase the resistance in the circuit. So when we are increasing the resistance in the circuit, what happens? The flow of current is less. That is why this arrangement is used to increase the resistance in the circuit. Now third character, by this we can verify the third characters. The potential difference between two extreme arrangements is equal to sum of the potential difference across the individual resistance. So potential difference across the terminal is 18 volts. When you add V1 plus V2, that will give you 18. 9.6 plus 8.4 volt. So this clarifies the third character. So by this we come to an end of resistors connected in series, and we have clarified the characters by solving a numerical.